I know, and you'll be like, oh no, not the Fables. Brandon Fable will be like, Tyler's not getting a host this year.
Let's do it, man. Ho, ho, ho! Welcome everybody to RezX, an Indigenous lifestyle show for everyone. My name is Chris Ross, and I'm your host this season. And with me is, again, special guest co-host Tyler Tootoosis.
Greetings!
Yes.
I love this song, you know? But it kind of feels like, brings me back to old memories, being small, you know? Trying to dig in stuff. Mainly those gifts get in there. I wasn't really good at rewrapping, and I always used to get busted.
Yeah.
Hey? Yeah. How are you doing? Are you feeling festive this year?
I am feeling festive.
Yeah?
But before we get to the festiveness of the year, let's get some business out of the way anyways.
Let's do it, then.
First of all, we'd like to thank our sponsor this season, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority. So thank you very much. They got casinos all over Saskatchewan, and they also do a lot of things for the community too through their community development corporations that they do. Every casino has a CDC, is what it's called, and they and often this time around Christmas they do a lot of things. I was actually just hosting a Christmas dinner for Sagamay and Anishinaabe community, which is formerly known as Sacrament.
It was probably really delicious food.
Oh
too,
yeah,
eh?
yeah, for sure.
Man, I'd love to go check out these community events that Sega hosts. I bet you there'd be good entertainment and good food.
Well, they weren't hosting, they were sponsoring. So they provided like the funds so that the communities can do these urban dinners for their urban members. So once again, thanks to SIGA, they come through over the holidays, because often during the holidays, a lot of people don't get, some people don't even get a Christmas meal.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have a family to go to or a place to go to enjoy it. So this is part of what they do. So it's really good to...
That's really good that they're doing that. I appreciate that. I'm sure everybody else appreciates out there. And I bet you a lot of the staff from the casinos take part and help out too a lot of times too, right? In different charitable events out there.
And that's for sure. And I also got to thank our co-sponsors of the season, the Sigewak Artist Collective. And they've been a good supporter of RezX. We've been a good supporter of them because they do a lot of work in the community as far as like promoting Indigenous artists. And they have like a lot of artists that they promote, from sculptors to like photographers to painters to musicians. So
all types of the genre and the art industry, hey?
So if you're ever wanting to look for an artist, or if you're trying to reach out for an Indigenous artist for some kind of any kind, reach out to Sigewak Artist Collective as well. So let's get on with the show here. Let's talk about that festiveness you're talking about.
Oh man, I tell you, man, I'm already feeling festiveness right now. Between all the school concerts and the meals at schools and the meals afterwards and filling up your Tupperware containers that aren't Tupperware containers. I have to say Tupperware containers because my wife's a Tupperware consultant. Anyways.
Oh, that's right.
And so all this eating, now my pants they just leave red marks on the side here, so they just hurt. I got to get new stretchy pantses for the season because I'm going to eat, man. I love food. I can eat so much food that my family, honest to God, thinks I have worms. Worms, man.
Well, I'm sure as kids, at one time we all had worms.
Right, man. Kind of miss those worms now, man. They kind of just packs on the pounds after a while. And
sometimes during really sad Christmases, it's those worms that got us by, right?
Right, exactly. I feel that way too.
Ringworms, any worms.
We're starting a new business. I got worms. We're going to specialize in worm farms.
Yeah, so Christmas, I'm glad that we were able to air this episode right before the Christmas holidays, and this is like really cool that we got these props here. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, went a little bit crazy on the budget.
I like these hats and these little white braids. I mean, that's probably how I'm gonna look when I'm older. My braids will just be real skinny, and I'll just have white hair, and I'll be sitting there, and I'll look at my wife, and I'll be like, "You have to chew my food. I left my dentures, babe." But you know, another thing I forgot to talk about is all the staffs in the schools. They put so much effort into decorating, Christmas concerts, Christmas meals, and things like that going on. So we got to do a shout out to all the teachers and teacher aides out there and everybody that's putting forth. There are probably a lot of Christmas concerts happening today. I know my daughter's having one and I'm missing it too. I would have loved to be there today. Sorry about that, Dallin. Anyways, I'll catch the next one.
Sorry about that, Tyler.
We'll catch the next one. We will. We'll just go live.
Well, my kids didn't have a Christmas concert at
Real?
all because it's like, you know, trying to be politically correct. So that they, instead of Halloween, they have Orange Day.
Yeah.
And Christmas, I don't know what they had. I don't even know. Just a real uninformed parent here.
We don't get the memos usually. Well, we get them, but we just don't read them right away. And then we'll read them afterwards, and then we're always
That's more
rushing.
like a mom's work.
Yeah, I think
It seems
so.
like because like it seems like my wife, she like really like takes pride in knowing Creaso stuff. My son and like what he's got
What's
coming
going
up.
on?
And, like, me, I have no idea.
Yeah, you just walk in there and it's parent teacher night. Oh, look at crackers.
So on my way to like his school one day, I was like, "What's this school called?" I don't even know.
Oh my goodness, yeah. What else is happening out there besides Christmas concerts?
Oh,
shopping.
Christmas. Okay, shopping. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. Lots of shopping and people. You know, before you go and spend all your money at a Walmart, and you spend all your money at the mall, you should take some time to go visit some local businesses. Local businesses.
Yes,
You
it's
know?
sometimes the local business that has something that is so unique that other huge department stores have, eh? That don't
Yeah.
have, I should say.
Yeah, like the Gap might have like, you know, they might have like like for Christmas. I know this because I used to work in retail.
Yeah.
I used to work at a men's clothing store, so they would have like 5 sweaters, and these 5 sweaters would be sold at every single store across Canada.
Yeah.
And they just have the same 5 sweaters for the season.
Yeah.
That's it, right? You know, so you're right. You know, you can go to like
Rather than look like everybody else, be unique. Be an individualist. And go
Yes.
buy Cookum's sweater, the one she hand knitted. Right?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to Cowtown and go look for some clothing there too.
Ooh,
For
I should
my
go
lady.
pick up some nice brand new round dance boots. I haven't even been to one round dance. I think my hip would give out. I'd be like, oh my God, give me some ointment or something.
Just rubbing 85.
Yeah, just on the side there. No, I don't want one sandwich. Just give me 2 sandwiches and one more for the road. And I don't want the end of the bread. They always give me the end of the bread on the sandwiches all the time, man. Ever since I was been small.
Oh yeah, the end of the bread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one the bread the portion that nobody wants, right?
That's the one I'd always get all the time.
Yeah.
Basta guts, I still like it to this day, though.
Oh man. So what about like, you know, by now, a big movie comes out tomorrow. What do you know?
Man,
Let's
you
talk
just
about
brought
that.
chills to my arm. Look, I have to fix my arm hair again. Makeup? Just kidding. The movie comes out tomorrow. I'm so pumped. I was gonna dress up, but I changed my mind because my wife doesn't want to dress up. And but I'm so excited to go see the show.
Oh yeah, me too, man. I'm
I
excited.
wonder if they know what show we're talking about. Did we say anything, or did we kind of throw a hint there?
Let's just say that show.
That's right.
Yeah. No, we can talk about it. We can talk about Star Wars. We can't show certain things.
Right.
We can't show the trailer. Yeah. But I
Jedi
mean,
mind
everybody has watched the trailer. Everybody, you know, knows what we're talking about. You know, I'm not going into this thinking that this is the end, even though they're saying this is the end of the Sega.
They
This is
always
like
say
a-
this is
yeah.
the end, right?
Yeah.
It's to build up the momentum, and then everybody will just buy everything. I still want to go check out Star Wars Land.
Oh yeah.
RezX should go to Star Wars Land, and we should do
Yeah.
an episode sitting in the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, okay, by now the movie will be already out anyways, so as you watch this, the movie's already out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people, go to our Facebook page and tell us what you thought about it as well,
tell us
too.
how it feels. How did it touch your heart, your soul? Are you a Jedi or are you a Sith?
Or are you a capitalist buying all the food and buying all the items on the Star Wars multi-billion-dollar industry is selling?
Right? There's even a Jediism religion out there too. So if you want to switch religions, be a Jedi. Okay.
So with that, we're going to take a break here, and we're going to hear some wonderful messages from our sponsors, the Saskatchewan Gaming Authority. And with that, see you guys after the break for more RezX with Chris and Tyler.
Be right back with you.
During this holiday season, we take time to reflect on this past calendar year and all the ways, with your support, SIGA has been able to share success with our communities. Following our guiding principle with Taskwin, we are proud to give back through volunteerism, sponsorships, and by creating opportunity for First Nations people in Saskatchewan. From all of us here at SIGA,
Merry Christmas!
And a partridge in a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Hello there.
Ooh, I'm feeling this song.
Welcome back. Welcome back to RezX. And so, this here is our Xmas special. yes.
The Xmas Xmas.
And we can't do that
Special.
again because the
Right.
budget's very low. So
Christmas Xmas Special.
we can't do retakes here. We just got to go straight forward, and that's what we're gonna do.
Go
So,
with the flow. Water
go with
goes
the
under the bridge,
flow.
not back over it, right?
Yes, exactly. So with that, tell me about. So I heard you got a fundraiser going on in your community. For people that don't know, Tyler is a teacher at the Sweetgrass First Nation at the school, and they're doing a fundraiser called Chase the Ace. So could you tell me real briefly about it?
Okay, real briefly is we started Chase the Ace to start raising funds to get our students a school van. So we just recently started out and we got a committee. I'm part of this committee, and we want to start getting it going right away because we really desperately need a school van because it's the one thing. You remember growing up, hey? It was so fun to go on a trip in the old school vans because we used to play basketball together and travel in vans for hours upon hours, the smell of athletes, the food on the stuff, and the lovers' notes written on the top of the ceiling there.
Yeah, people would draw like.
Right? So kids need that opportunity.
They're looking for a new van to ruin.
Res Van Special. So we got the tickets and we're selling the tickets to raise money. And that's what we're gonna do. We need to get the kids a van. That's our goal.
So with that, they have a Facebook page that you can go to right now and check it out. And please, people, let's support the Sweetgrass First Nation for the kids of Sweetgrass so that they can get a van and they can just, get on moving from place to place comfortably,
Leave the res and see the world.
See the world, yes. AKA other reserves.
And it's like going in a different time zone when you go into the different reserve. Palmaker probably like 2 minutes behind. Sweetgrass is probably like 3 minutes behind. Different time zones on Indian
Different time zones, yeah.
right?
Little Pine is right
Palmaker
next door,
minute,
but they're
LP minutes.
they're like half an hour behind.
Right. But if you go out east, it's like a day because you got to do daylight saving time. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea about daylight saving times.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. And I remember like a lot of people don't know this, that me and Tyler, we used to go to school together in Palmaker back in the day. And I remember my late dad, Alan Ross, driving us, he's a teacher and a coach, driving us in this. I remember that red and
man,
gray
it was just
van.
rickety, man. We're just holding it together by the seatbelts as we're driving down the road. We're sounding like Han Solo. Come on, baby. Hold together. Get us to one more game.
I just remember the tunes. Like everybody would always bring their CDs. And we
Yes.
would always listen to like.
Or our cassette tapes back in the
Cassette
days,
tapes,
right?
yeah,
Mixtapes. Oh, we had
I
some
remember
good
Dance
mixtapes.
Mix 94, 95. We'd play those.
I remember one time talking about school vans. We were on our way to a game, remember? And we found a lady that hit the ditch and we pushed her out.
Oh yeah.
Freaked her out. A bunch of Indians coming out of the van. She's like, "Oh my God, it's not CAA, it was Cree AA."
Oh man, man, good times, and that's what the holidays is all about, is helping other people in need, and
Right.
you know,
Paying
and
it forward, hey?
yeah, and paying it forward, and that's the other thing too. It's about like you know, the holidays. Like, there's a lot of people out there that need a lot of help. You know, so you know, if there's anything I want to say to the viewers out there, you know, one of the things I used to do all the time. I haven't got a chance to do this because, you know, I'm a poor student this year, but you know, but other times when I was, you know, when I could give more, I would usually help out Souls Harbor.
Yeah.
Is one organization I used to help. I used to they would send in these things in the mail, and for like $2 you could like buy a meal for somebody, and
That's
so
right
I would like
on.
spend like, you know, $30 and buy like 15 meals for people, and then I would send it back. And
Yeah, me and my wife.
Yeah.
Be those there'd be like a shoebox, and you fill it full of like things, and you send it overseas to kids over there. We do that too, man.
Yeah.
Thinking about that. But
and
she get mad at me because I was trying to send dry meat. She's like, "You can't send dry meat over there. It's against international laws." I was like, "For
But it's
heaven's sakes,
dry. I mean,
the government has to stop us from doing everything."
and the other thing too is I found this a post about like the food bank. You know, it was somebody talking about how they were saying, if you're gonna help the food bank, you know, it's good to help them, you know, perishable food items, and that's all great, but also donate money so that they can go and buy food that some people want, you know.
Yeah,
because
or the
of-
other necessities that homeless people need, like
Yeah.
a comb, a toothbrush, or things
Comb,
like that, right?
toothbrush,
Underarm
yeah.
deodorant and things like that, because they run low on that stuff too. It's not just food they need,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Some hunters even go deliver deer meat and other thing
Yeah,
there too, which
yeah.
is really cool, man. I don't even have deer meat at home. Man, we gotta get hunting, man. We should have a hunting episode.
they should, we
Right?
should. Yeah.
Have you ever shot or killed anything before?
Yes, I did.
I did it, man. Just a gopher, man.
No, I'm not gonna go there.
Okay.
We don't need to know what I shot you to. This is the Christmas episode.
You shot a reindeer, folks.
Christmas is canceled. Yes, I did shoot
Yeah.
a reindeer. And
Santa Claus got bulletproof suits for all his reindeer
yeah,
for that reason.
that's why that's Rudolph. That's why
right.
that's where Rudolph came from.
He drops all the presents off at the hall. He doesn't fly over the reserve. He has a little correct route there.
Yeah.
Because you know Nehios like to hunt.
They're like, what? What is that? What is that?
Do you hear that?
Hey.
Pass me that one shell, the only one we got. That's all it takes, and they'll drop like 6 deer with one bullet and a ricochet.
Yeah, well, especially if you shoot all the reindeer coming, right? You know, but in a single file, like as they're coming, not like this way, but coming this way, you might be able to get them all.
You have to curve the bullet.
Right? That exists. So with that, we're gonna take another break here.
Yes.
And we're gonna come right back for 10 questions, because I actually never asked Tyler. We've never done it with Tyler before.
That sounds real cool.
We've never done it with Tyler. We come back, we're gonna do it with Tyler.
I'm Phil Andrews.
And I'm Jared Dumba. Watch Pats TV, where we bring you in-depth analysis and break down the games for your Regina Pats.
Featuring the latest news, highlights, and interviews. Pats TV, Wednesdays, right here on Access 7.
Brought to you by Cameron O'Kalita, improving lives through debt solutions for over 20 years. 306-359-0200 for your free consultation.
Pats TV, only on Access 7.
So the guy tells the guy, that's not a bull, that's a moose.
That's a good one, you know. I bet you I'd laugh even harder if I was an actual hunter. To all my bros out there,
man.
that's a big hint, you know. You don't have to buy me anything. Take me out hunting, bros, you know.
Alrighty, yeah. So welcome back, folks. We're just laughing along here, having a good old time here. Feeling like Jolly Saint Nick here.
That's what people do on the holidays, you know. You're not sitting there on their phone. You
Nope,
get together,
nope, no,
you
it's not
visit,
like-
you
it's not
share
like
jokes,
visiting.
you
It's not
eat,
like-
right?
it's like,
We're not sitting there and be like, hey, Chris.
Like, hey, you want to come on over this
not right
Christmas? And so I
after
can,
I'm
so we can
downloading
look
this
on our
one thing
phone?
here, I'm on a new series on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yes. But you know, like people watch Netflix, but you know what? Like that's what the farmers watch is Netflix.
Netflix.
That's for rural.
That's for you rural guys out there. We're
Yes.
thinking about you
Yes,
farmers.
yes.
I wonder if they take a break during the off season. Do they just like chill and be like, oh man, that's all I think about is my wheat, you know, or my barley, or you know, farming stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
I
farming.
used to watch Farm Gate back in the day, and I used to be like 50 bucks a bushel, you know.
Oh yeah. Me, I just had this strong passion to like drive something out there, like a tractor or something. And I think of that scene from that movie, Son-in-Law. Remember, he's listening to that song, "Thank God I'm a country boy," and I'd be out there writing my name in a field or something.
Maybe we'll try that. So anybody in rural Saskatchewan, if you want to invite RezX,
Farming episode.
you know, we'd love to come into your community.
Organic farms.
Because I think that's what's needed, you know? Like,
Yes.
think about it, you know? We've been neighbors for years.
And we
these
don't know
people-
anything about farming, right?
Yeah. No kidding.
We don't have to be hunters. We can be gathering what we grow. Hello.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
So with that, let's get to the next part of our show here. So, farmers, please reach out to X. We would love to be part of your community too. So,
A farmer with a really cool tractor, though. Really
yes,
cool.
yes,
Yeah.
and and with like a bunch of like 4-wheelers and everything, you know.
It's got Wi-Fi in it too, I heard, and then some of them drive themselves. It's like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's continue on here. Now, one thing we do every episode is called 10 questions, and I just realized that we actually haven't done one with Tyler yet.
Ever. Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. This one's a Christmas edition with some of our regular questions as well.
I'm ready for these questions.
Okay.
I'm putting lint all over me.
All right. So we're gonna put a timer here. All right. We have 3 minutes to answer and ask the question, so it's pretty fast. lightning
Okay.
round.
I'm
okay?
ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna like run a timer here too.
The answer is swordfish. No, I'm just kidding.
Swordfish.
Cree swordfish.
Okay, so folks, let's begin.
Okay.
All right. Fry bannock or baked bannock?
I think I would have to go with the fry bannock because have you ever heard of a fry bread Indian taco burger sandwich? I just made that up and it's delicious. But fry bread, I have to go with fry bread power. Even though I used to be a baker at Tim Hortons, I still go with the fry bread.
So that's another question. You know, should Tim Hortons sell fry bread?
Yes, of course they should. One Tim Hortons already sells wild meat. Why not add the combination, right? I'd make that drive.
So speaking of food, continuing on, what is your favorite Christmas holiday food?
I gotta pick one. Okay, if I can't just pick one. I'm gonna just pick turkey, the stuffing, the potatoes, and the cranberry sauce, and the gravy. Okay, and but what if I had it my way? I just throw it all in a blender and mix it up and drink it.
That's called the Indian blender.
I gotta go.
The Indian booster juice. Just throw some gravy in there.
After a while, you're just sitting there. You're like, oh,
Oh my god.
you're like, baby, get the defibrillator.
Okay, continue on here.
Okay.
If I don't know how this is Christmas, but if you were a girl,
Yes.
would you date a powwow singer?
Oh my God, no! Especially at no. If I was a girl, I would not date a singer because, for one, they're never home. They never answer their phone. They never have minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure I'd date a good singer from Mandarin. Nah. Because Mandarin rocks, anyways. But yeah, you know, if on the holidays, if we're bringing it back to the holidays, I want to spend the holidays with my man. I don't want him on the road at some powwow or some round dance, you know. I want him to bring home flowers, not sandwiches that are left over.
Like really crusty
Yes,
sandwiches from the
especially from the end of the loaf. They always think that. They think they're so cute.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
Okay, if this one's for the ladies out there, alrighty. You know, which I'm asking you.
Okay, yeah.
Black gotch or white gotch?
Okay, this is a tough question because I know the men out there, they're often, especially the ones who are singers or they're on a powwow trail, you want to pick the black ones because certain marks are hard to distinguish on black cotton. I'm gonna go with black.
Okay, so is Santa Claus white or native?
Oh, I think he's Scottish. I think we need a Scottish Chris Kringle out there. Hell, there's your gifts, you little buggers. Get out of here. Happy New Year.
Holy smokes, timer's up. Okay, continue on here. What is the worst Christmas play you have ever seen as a kid?
The worst one?
Yeah.
Probably one of my own when I was small on a VHS recording, man. It was horrible. I didn't memorize my lines, and the teacher would be like, Tyler, and I'd be like, yeah. So it had to have been my own. I think I was like a robot on a Christmas play or something in the little town of Cut Knife.
What is the most ultimate nihil Christmas gift you have ever received?
The most nihil gift I have ever received in my entire life was the willow. If y'all don't know what a willow out there, you should have been. I was.
Christmas episode brought to you by The Willow.
The willow. Straighten kids out since 1981.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know the movie Home Alone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so if Kevin were a native kid and was left home alone on the res, would he survive?
Yes, because he probably wouldn't even be at home. He'd be at Cookum's house with all his cousins. Because all the parents are at Mega Bingo. And Cookum couldn't go because they used their van.
Yeah, I'd probably just be at Cookum's, right? Like nobody would break in, like, you know.
And his motto would be, "Shh, my parents aren't around, but Cookum's got my back."
So, you know, I usually ask this question of like, what's your purpose here? But I'm going to switch it up to like, you know, it's the season for giving. And what is, if you could, what's one thing you would do if you could give something away, or if you could like thinking about the people out there in need, and just like, what is something that you would want done for them these holidays?
I think the best thing to do is to give something to them that's gonna bring them hope, because most of the time those people that have nothing are in a place they're like, you know, it's despair. You need to bring them out of there, you know. Take them out to eat, take them to watch a movie or something, even take them shopping at a thrift store, you know. Take them out, because they probably need that, they miss that human interaction too with people, because they're so a burden to society. So I think I'd do something like that.
But that's the thing. It's like, I don't think they're a burden. I think like the society thinks they are.
Yeah,
a burden,
that's what society thinks
they are. You know what?
They kind of like just shun them out and block them out, but they really appreciate it if you come up and talk to them, or if you give them a cigarette or even some change, you know, right?
And so with that, people, I want you, you know, that's my Christmas wish for everyone, is to think about our homeless people, because a lot of our homeless people on the streets are Indigenous people.
Right.
Long time ago on this planet, on this land, their ancestors, I always think about this when I look at homeless people and our Indigenous homeless people, is that long time ago that their ancestors, they hunted off this land, they lived off this land, they were never homeless.
Right.
You know, never in our society
Ever.
have
And
somebody that
if you think about it this way too, when they came across the ocean fresh off the boat, we were there to offer assistance, food, medical things. These people are just the same type of people who are in need, and we need to do the same thing, because we were that type of Indigenous people that would always help other people, especially if they're in need, right?
Yes.
It's in our DNA.
Yes, and with that, I think that's a great message for the holiday season. Thank you, Tyler, for joining me again.
Yes.
And thank you to our sponsors, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority, and our co-sponsors, Sigayak Artist Collective. And with that, thank you for tuning in. Happy holidays to your family and beyond.
And have a Merry Christmas.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies waiting, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5